Any other of our friends are joining the meeting?
No, sir.
No,
Only
sir.
two of us, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
So
actually,
I'll be taking.
yeah, yeah. Sir,
Yes.
So I'll. Sorry, sorry.
Okay. Okay. No. Oh, sure.
so, sir, she is Anandita. She will be taking your interview today, and I am Raghuveer. I will give the required tech support for the interview.
Good. Good.
And sir, we both are from ITM Business School, Navi Mumbai.
Fine.
As a part
Nice.
of curriculum, we are enrolled to do 15 days in NGO internship with this DORAI Foundation,
Good.
and it takes us immense pleasure to interview social service people who are recognized, who made change in the society.
Good.
It's a very much pleasure to interview you, sir. Thank you so
Thank you,
much for
sir.
your time, and thank you so much for giving your time, precious time to us.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, sir.
Hope you people will do some better, some change, some magic in your life in future.
With your motivation, definitely, sir.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Yeah, sir.
We will. We all will. Not me or not you. We all.
Yeah, sir. We
Yes.
all.
Sure.
Uh, so, sir, should we get started with the questions?
Yeah.
So, I hope you're doing well. And so, we wanted to know, like, we already know that you're a social worker and you're a youth leader.
Yeah.
So, we wanted to know a bit more about you. Like, what do you do?
Basically, we are doing a service. Uh, we are very much committed to do the service because it gives us a feel, a sense of satisfaction. People usually say that for doing service, someone should have to give some sort of motivations and sort of things. Apart from all sort of motivation, it is our we feel that it is our pleasure and it gives us a sort of satisfaction and a sort of eagerness to do the things continuously without expecting anything. Because as a human being, when we see or when we observe the entire the structure of this nature, live it the religion, live it other spiritual things or whatever it may be. So, being a creature, it is our prime responsibility to do something for the betterment of the fellow human being or fellow creations. So, we feel that I'm not alone. There are plenty of people across the globe who are doing excellent work, committed for the cause. Some may be for the protection of humanity, some may be for the protection of animals, some may be for environment, somebody for education, so somebody for sea living beings which is available in the seas, somebody for mountains. So there are a variety of people who are all committed for this cause. So we feel that it is our duty. So we have to be strict and we have to be involved in this. It gives us type of satisfaction. That's the thing. Nothing is more special for that.
So, sir, like, how do you think that you have evolved as a youth leader, and what are the challenges that you faced during that time?
See, basically, we never thought that we are a youth leader, right? So we think that it is my duty, it is my responsibility. Being a human being, it is my responsibility to stood for the people who are in need. Some may be in the need of food, some may be in need of education, some may be in need of some sort of support. So it is my duty. So I look for an opportunity to help the people. Like when the people completed their graduation or masters, they look for an opportunity to get paid for the work, for the job, because they did some education, right? So they get qualified to get the job. With those qualifications, they with full fledged of confidence, they will be searching for job, for an option to work, to get paid. So likewise, we feel that it is our duty. So where the people are in need, so we have to reach them, we have to identify them, we have to be with them. We should at least we have to at least be a problem solver, not only by giving something charity, at least by saying some words which can at least console them, uh, which with which they will get some sort of confidence, with which they get some sort of peaceful atmosphere, some sort of conflict resolution. So likewise, we used to do that. So as days goes, as much as we work, as much as we dedicate ourselves, if you completed your MBBS or
Yeah.
you get employed in a hospital, you will be called as a doctor, right? If you are an assistant for a doctor, you will be called as a nurse,
Mm.
right? If you are an MBA student, so you will be called as a business icon or business magnate or executive, something like that. So likewise, so people used to call us or they just term us or people they say us you are a leader, but we never
Mm.
feel that we are a leader. We are a servant of the people. We are servant of the fellow creation. So this is this gives us satisfaction. Again, I can say, yeah.
Yeah. So sir, what do you think makes you unique? Like, how do you consider yourself different from others?
So I never think that I am different from others. Uh, uh, as I said to you earlier, so we think that uh, uh, we should do something which should not be for some sort of expectations, right? Because as I have said you earlier, it is our responsibility. Because when the mother feed the child, she never expect the return from the child. And because it is as a mother, being a mother, once she gave birth to a child, it is her prime duty to feed the child, right? So whether the child kicks her, whether the child objects her, or whether the child do something, but it is the duty of the mother to feed her, to give the child with the food or whatever it may be. Likewise, we think that even the people or this we get the support or not, even the people accept us or not, we think that if this is the better way to convince the people, or if we think that it is the better way to empower the people to develop a particular community or develop particular individual, or to develop to protect or somebody, so we voluntarily involve in those things.
Mm.
We voluntarily involve those things. So we never do we never think that we are doing something different, but the ways are different. uh, because in a social work, for because now the social work has become a type of commercialization also, right?
Yeah.
So even for the charity, even for the work, even for the service, we have to make us a formal things like writing the proposal, find raising the funds, and bringing up the huge amount of all the backup setups, administration setups. So this has become the mandatory things in the social service field also. So we are seeing that there are plenty of NGOs who are doing turnover in crores and crores of rupees,
Mm.
right? So
Yeah.
you might be knowing there is a reputed NGO called as Oxfam. So Oxfam,
Okay.
they have
Yeah.
released a report that there are nearly 14 lakhs NGOs registered in India.
Okay.
And
Oh.
14 among 14 lakhs registered NGOs. So just think of at least one NGO stick to their work
Mm.
purely for
Mm.
the welfare of the people, purely for the betterment or development of the people. So at this stage, at least we might have seen the development or change in 14 lakh villages across the
Mm.
nation. But we cannot blame them because there might be some sort of restrictions on whatever it may be. But we think that we never expect for any formal things.
Mm.
We believe, we expect the informal things which can make the change in a simpler way, in a easiest way, in a way which the people can adopt the change, accept the change. So in that way we are doing that, and we are seeing the change from that.
Yeah.
And secondly, we never think that oh, I am working with this community for 10 years, but I have never seen the change, or I am the only person I have to stand with them, I have to go for them, and I have to dedicate for them even after 10 years. So, not like that. So, being a social reformer, it is our duty to bring many more leaders from the community. If I'm working in a village or if I'm working with a community, for example with tribal communities, it's my duty to bring the leader from the same community, from the same victimized sections, to claim for the rights, to speak for the rights, to stood for the development.
Mm,
So that's what our style of work. If we are still working with the tribal community,
mm.
especially you see that we are working with Irula tribal community in Kadalur district.
Okay.
So since last 6 years, we are working with them. We have opened several bridge school because the children from the tribal community, they have never attended the school. They are living in far remote areas. They are not having any road access even now. So they are not having electricities. So we have started bridge schools for those children. But
Mm,
now we have developed nearly 100 youths from the community. They are standing for the rights. They are asking for the rights. They are going and they are meeting the tahsildars, the sub collectors, the collectors. They are contesting in local board elections. So now they have gone to the education, the schools. They are discussing with the media person. If the administration is not reaching out to them during the heavy rain areas, times during the flood, they are just calling the media people and they are saying that you just come to our area, just cover our problems. So likewise, we have educated them. So that should be the actual change. We think that. So
yeah.
that's what that's the actual. If you see the entire freedom movement,
Mm,
so 90% of the leaders who emerge as a freedom fighters or the leaders whoever we are studying now in the history, they are not the one from the zamindar families or Raja Pakwadas or Mantri's family or Maharani family. They are all from very simple families, the poor people, but they are having a clear vision and the ideal and a clear uh, thing to do for the society. So those people have protected this nation, right? So we are doing the same thing now, right? So for that, we are saying that not one leader, we want thousands of leaders in every district. So we are
mm,
working for that.
yes. Mm. Um, so like, what do you think is the one word that describes you?
Sorry.
The one word that describes you.
Mm, hard work, hard work should be done.
Yes.
And I believe in hard work. I don't believe in shortcuts. This is the way for shortcut. We have to achieve something in shortcut. There is no shortcut. Wherever the shortcuts, it's a type of uh, this what to say this BT seed products. That's not the organic way. So the organic way is the healthy way, but organic way needs more and more effort. But it is the actual actual result oriented things. So I believe in hard work, and I also I am very clear for that. So hard work never fails, and hard work gives a real result, actual result. So I believe in that. I strongly believe in that. So people sometimes say that, oh, it is the time, it is the days of technology, and we can do everything technical things and technology things. Yes, it is the upgraded time now, but the thing in the field, we cannot just do the things in shortcut way, right?
Mm,
So
yeah.
I always believe in hard work and try to do the things in an organic way, and from which we are seeing the actual change in the society.
Yes. Also, do you consider yourself as a team leader or do you consider yourself as a team player? And why?
So this is a type of a complicated question because team leader sometimes we have to play multiple roles based on our task. If we are going to meet uh, administrative officer like a district collector or a minister or a politician, so we have to represent the team and we have to take and explain the issues with the concerned officials. So at the time, I have to play the role as a team leader.
Mm.
And
Okay.
yes, when I'm in the field to do something, some activities, then I should be a team player because being a team player, I can be participative with the team so that I cannot be alone. I can be participating with the team so that the equal the partnership of work, equal sharing of work will be done through which we can give a learning to the people in the field that oh a responsible person. So not like that. So each and every person is a responsible one. So whenever we are in the field, we just distribute the work. We also used to sweep and we also used to clean as well as our other friends used to do. So we have to play both the things, team leader
Mm.
as well as player, based on the
Okay.
situations.
So, who do you think is your inspiration for becoming a youth leader?
For me, if you see the inspiration is Mahatma Gandhi is my inspiration, right? So somebody may not agree for that, but I don't care for that because uh, basically a leader he should not only simply saying this is right, this can be do the change, this can do that, and if you do this thing, you will be get this type of result. This equation can work like this, not like that. He lead the life in a practical way, and he's shown the path. And after experiencing those paths, after feeling those results, then he said that the thing which I was done was wrong. So we can do the thing in this different way. And I also tried this way, this thing in a different way. Then I achieved the result. So really, I can see Mahatma Gandhi as my inspiration. So starting from Mahatma Gandhi, if you see now presently, Medha Patkar, who is
Yeah.
activist from Maharashtra. She is working in Narmada Valley region, and she is known as the contemporary activist, mother of activists. So she has poured the flavor of activism in the younger generation like us. So she is a real inspiration for us in contemporary days. So apart from that, there is a person called as Faisal Khan who is in Delhi. He is the one who connected me with this activism
Mm.
because he is a practicing Muslim, uh,
Okay.
but he believed in Gandhi and non-violence and Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, Frontier Gandhi. He is a close friend of close associate of Mahatma Gandhi. So both these people think that we have to work for the people by staying with the people, not staying somewhere else. And we can make the change only by staying in the spot where the people are facing the trouble and the problem.
Mm.
That's the reason
Yeah.
whenever the communal violence happen across India, so what Gandhiji and this Khan Abdul Ghaffar can do, they just go there and they stay there. They do some sort of dialogues among the two different communities, and they try to make the atmosphere cool and calm. So even if the atmosphere becomes heat and the condition is not becoming normal, then
Mm.
they go up for the fast, then they go up for the rallies, peace meetings like that. So he is the person, Faisal Khan is the person who connected me with this Gandhian values, with this
Mm.
activism, with all these things. So since last 15 years, we are in this process.
So what do you think are your strengths that helped you become a youth leader?
I think that uh, being a youth leader, uh, it's not a simple task, I can say, because once you become as a leader, or once you become as a or you become to known to other people in a field, then you should compromise on certain things. You should lead a life in a certain things which can give you some sort of loss as well as a gain,
Mm.
right? So being a youth, I'm in the age of 30 now, so I can lead a life of some sort of different atmosphere, corporate culture, educated. I also did my MBA, then MPhil, then PhD. I can work as a professor. I can lead a hi-fi life and everything.
Yeah.
Right? Not only myself, the people who are all like me, I can say them. But they are stick to some sort of values. They don't go for any hi-fi expenses. They don't go for any unwanted things. They don't go for any sort of things which can make the image or make the mindset of the people that, oh, he is a lavish person. He's a person who spends a lot, who leads a elite life, a type of life which cannot be suitable for the common people or the
Yeah.
last man in the society.
Mm.
So we ourselves has to do some sort of, that is the basic. There is a quote in Mahatma Gandhi saying, the nature can give you for your need, not for your creed, right? You can take for your need. So society is like that. So there is everything available in the society for your need, but not for your creed. The
Mm.
problem here is everybody is looking for the extra. It is I want to have a more and more and more wealth and more resources, more things, more savings, more money, more thing. So that is the main root cause of the issues. But the people who ever brought the change, you can take Swami Vivekananda, right? And you can see Mahatma Gandhi, or you can see whoever the people in the history. They lead very simple life.
Mm.
They lead a life which you cannot imagine that, right? You can see the life of Mirabai. She was princess. She thrown out all her life, palace life, elite class life, everything she lost, and she was
Mm.
just singing the song in the devotion of God, Lord Krishna. So likewise, we have to lead certain life, a simple life. There may be some sort of pain, there may be some sort of gain, but for everything we have to face and to accept all those things for the sake of the society, for the sake of the being because being a leader is not the easiest task. It should be a role model for some other people.
Mm.
If you're not making any sort of impact on through our life in the person who is in front of us, so there is no meaning of being a leader. Right?
Yes,
So
sir.
that should be. So I'm trying for that, to live a simple life, to live a life which can be accepted, adjusted, and adopted by everyone. So so this is
Uh,
what I can say.
so what do you like? You have your strengths. You must be, I'm sure, having your weaknesses and fears. Could you tell us more about your weakness and fears?
Weakness, if I say, uh, whatever the thing I do, initially I think that this is my weakness. Because initially, whatever the initiative I take, people used to say that this is very impossible thing that you are thinking of. We don't think that at this time this program or this event or this thing should not be taken. So initially, it makes some sort of weakness for us. Oh, I should not do this. But
Mm.
the inner strength which I gain from the leaders, from the saints, that say me that even if we fail, we will get some learning from that.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
yeah, but in 99% of all our initiatives, we never fail. At least we have reached certain extent, at least more than 50% of our expectation, whatever the event that may be. If we have a plan for organizing an event for 500 people, we may have at least succeeded to reach, at least invite 250 people or 300 people. To organize some event in a better way, in a cycle yatra for 20 days, we may have succeeded to organize that thing for 15 days or 16 days.
Mm.
Right? So likewise, so weakness for a social activist, there should not be a weakness for anything,
Yes, sir.
right? So he or she always be motivated, he or she always be energized, he or she always ready to do something for the society. That may be
Yes.
small or a big, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
That should be the no, what to say, the mm, mm, the eligibility of a leader.
Mm.
He or
Yes.
she never stood, oh, this cannot be done, oh, this is impossible, oh, this is not. So we should make an attempt for everything that will make
Yes.
the result. So that's the thing I used to follow. So till now I am doing that.
Okay, sir. So what do you consider to be your style of leadership? Like, are you a calm and composed person, or do you have an aggressive nature when you're a leader?
So usually I am a common person in nature, uh, because the thing is, the calmness, the quietness, that will make you to learn many things, that will make you to grasp everything from the field. But at certain extent, you should become aggressive. The aggression should be a constructive aggression. The aggressiveness should not be against any sort of disturbance or any sort of damages to anyone. That should be there is a word called as constructive criticism,
Yes, yes, sir.
right? Constructive
Yes, sir.
criticism. So the criticism should be educated to the opposite person whom we are criticizing.
Yeah.
It should not like that the person should hate me. Like that's the same thing Gandhiji did. Gandhiji
Mm.
opposed the Britishers,
Yeah.
right? The colony people, but he never opposed the English people, the British
Mm.
people, the British
Yes.
officials. He said that I have many more friends from the British community, from
Mm.
English speaking people, but I hate the system of this British Empire. The reason is they are slavering our people, they are torturing our people. So we are, it is based on the aggressiveness, we cannot make any change in the society. So the aggressiveness, the enmity, the sense of opposition, the sense of polarization, it cannot solve the problem. It cannot develop the society anymore.
Mm. Yes, sir.
So actual social reformer cannot uh, promote the sense of aggressiveness, the sense of opposition or polarization. Whoever does the thing, it means they don't want any development, they want
Mm.
distractions.
Yes.
If you want the real development of an individual or the society or the nation, we have to be calm, we have to be quiet, we have to make the constructive criticism. Those criticisms should be the betterment of some people, right? So that
Yeah.
is our policy. Simply, if you want to say there is no compromise, there is no conflict with anyone. Yes.
So, how do you handle your success and your failures?
Usually, for the failure, I took myself the responsibility of the failure. I never
Yeah.
put on anyone. Oh, since you have never given me the fund, I have failed. I have failed to do this thing. I have failed to do the thing. Or since the sources is not available, I have never done thing. Uh, so for the from the failure, I used to learn many things.
Mm.
So I used to get more learnings from the failure. From the success, I think that this is not only the success of mine. There are many, many more people behind this success. So I maximum to the maximum, I try to share the success with the people who are all involved in my successive programs, directly or indirectly or whatever it may be. That makes me more and more strengthened. So that makes me alive and energized because without the support of all our friends who are all behind our work or all forms of support, I cannot do anything. So because
Okay.
the social reform or social change is not a task done by a single person,
Yes.
it's a joint. सब मिल करके थाली बजाएंगे तब जा करके आवाज बुलंद से आ सकती है. So we
Yes.
believe in that.
Very true, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
So all have to clap their hands to raise more and more voice. So
Uh, yes, sir. So like how I'm sure like you're a youth leader and I'm sure like you have gone through conflicts. So how have you handled those conflicts? Or how have you resolved those conflicts?
conflicts. Okay. So I can tell you one story that how we have handled the conflicts. So in the year of 2015, we were doing relief work in tribal areas
Yeah.
in Kadalur district.
Yeah.
We received some stuff from DORAI Foundation also. Our madam, she has also supported us during those days. So we got a community hall premises constructed by the village panchayat, and we stored all our relief materials, nearly those relief materials of 8 to 10 tons of relief materials in that storage area. So we were planning to distribute those relief materials to the nearby villages. That is
Mm.
the village where the tribal people are living in.
Yes.
So on the night when we were, so there were no electricity and everything. So we don't know that there is a strong conflict and differences and enmity between the people who are living in this village as well as from this tribal village. So the people living in this village, they are just opposing that this stuff is not for us. So since we have loaded this, stored this material in our village premises, so we are the only people to accept this thing, and you should not give this thing to any other people, and we won't allow you to take this material to this tribal people. So those people are very much hungry and they are in need of
Mm.
things. So the children are lacking with any food or anything. So we become at this time we cannot charge these people also, or we cannot blame these people also because these are the people who gave us initially. They told us, oh, you can do all the thing, you can store all your materials, you can do all your relief materials and things. So we have to take the things. Then what we have decided, we invited 10 women from the village. 10 women from the village. I just convinced them, saying that, see, if you are not eating for 2 days with your children, so what would be your condition? She said, oh, we will be very much this, that problem will come, this problem will come. So think of the women who are living there,
Mm.
nearby village. Nearly 50 families are there. So there is no road access. The government will not feed anything to them. So we are having the stuff. And you have already received the things. Since last 10 to 15 days, you are receiving the things. And now it's time for us to give that thing. So, so like this, I have just convinced them for
Mm.
15 to 20 minutes.
Mm.
Youth as well as the village people, the men, they are all drunken and they are all such saying, "Oh, nobody should take this. We will break the vehicle, whichever take this material or store this like that." Then, among these 10 women, 7 to 8 women, they told that we will come and see who is the guy who is stopping our vehicle. Right.
Mm.
Then I was standing behind these women, and these women stood there, and they took the material and they asked the youth, two, three, their sons to load the material. Then we have distributed this thing to them. So this is one of the experience for us.
Yes, sir.
And one more experience, if you think that, so like during this relief time, so we were not getting any space to cook food for the people. I was just searching everywhere, but none of them are giving. And the marriage halls, they are charging for more and more amount. They are expecting for high rent with us. So already we have faced certain issue in a village by storing the things in the village building, panchayat building. You know what happened? One temple trustee, managing trustee came and he told
Mm,
them, I am very happy being a Muslim boy, you are doing all this thing for us. So you can utilize my temple premises. I'm ready to offer you these premises. You don't pay anything for me. Then what he did was, I used to offer 5 times prayer, namaz. So
yeah.
what he did was, I will arrange the space for your namaz, offering namaz also in the side of a temple. He offered me a space, as well as he offered me the entire temple campus premises to store the all the relief materials, as well as he given me the ground of the temple for preparing the food to distribution. We have distributed food from the temple premises for 3 months.
Mm,
For 3 months, keeping the all the stuff, fooding stuff, and all this thing, and daily 2 times of food to the villages, nearly 70 to 80 villages, till the the entire situation becomes normal from the flood effect. So we did that. So that is a village in Kadalur district.
mm,
Still, the entire village people are very much in friendly, as well as they are treating me as a son. But there is not a single Muslim in that in that village.
mm,
So the thing is, these are the experience we get. So we know that whatever the conflict in the field, we have to resolve that conflict from the field itself. Somebody suggested me, you go and complain to the police people, go to the police station. Then I thought that if you go to police station, that police person, he will ask, he will charge somebody from the village, he will attack someone. Then it will become unnecessary enmity between me and the village person. So this is not the person. I'm not a person to create enmity between me and some village. I came here to serve them. So even if they take all the things, that's not an issue because the stuff, whatever we got, that's for the people. So likewise, we have plenty of experiences from the field, plenty
yes.
of conflict resolution experiences are with us.
So, sir, what do you think is your biggest achievement till date?
Biggest achievement?
Till now, what is your biggest achievement?
Biggest achievement. Now I am the age of 32. Exactly before 6 years, in the year of 2014, I have organized 120 days of Padiyatra.
Uh,
At the time, I was 26 years of age. So, one 20 days of Padiyatra, starting from October 2nd, Gandhi Jayanti, till 12th of January, Swami Vivekananda's Jayanti. From Kanyakumari to Chennai, I organized the Padiyatra. In that Padayatra, I am the coordinator and I am the one of the younger person in the Padayatra. All other people, more than 30 people were participating in the Padayatra. All the people are above 40 years of age.
you're the youngest.
I am the youngest person.
Uh,
And among those senior people, there were retired police officials. We organized Padayatra for prohibition of liquor and drugs, demanding the ban of liquor in Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry.
okay.
So, not only myself, at the time while starting that Padiyatra, I was having only 2,500 rupees in my pocket. Daily, people who are all walking in the Padiyatra, they have to eat at least 3 to 4 times because while walking, they need more and more energy to walk. They need more snacks to eat and they need a space to stay. And I have said that if people give us something, then we will proceed. Or else we can stay in the bus stand, we can stay in the roadside, we can just enter into the village, we can beg the people that we are walking for this and you just give us a
Um,
food and we are in hungry like that. So nearly for 120 days. We got lots of support, and not only myself, those senior people who ever walked with us, they were also social activists. They were doing social service in their field since their childhood and whatever they may be. Now they have become more above 50. They're going to reach 60 and 65, something like that. They said that
Yeah.
this is the productive days in our life that we did something for the society. That is the continuous action in our society in our lifetime.
Hmm.
Walking 120 days, meantime we were all jointly celebrating Diwali, we were all jointly celebrating Christmas, we were all jointly celebrating Bakrid festival, we were all celebrating New Year combinedly and jointly. It was a great experience. 30 to 35 people staying together, eating together, living together, sleeping together,
Hmm.
and not only like that, not only enjoying. Sometimes we don't get food, so
Okay.
there will be clashes among the group. There will be clashes among the people. Sometime for the food, for the tea, for the things like that. So it was a great experience. So I thought that this is the biggest achievement in my lifetime,
Yeah.
that I have organized that Padyatra for 120
Yes.
days. Then the government also concentrated on the Padyatra. They started doing dialogue with us. And
Okay.
as a result of that Padyatra in the year of 2016, the ruling government of Tamil Nadu, they have announced the closure of liquor shop, 500 liquor shop in Tamil Nadu.
Wow.
Yes. So likewise we did that. So it is the greatest achievement as of now for us.
Yes, sir. So, what makes you happy? Like, what is the thing that gives you happiness?
uh, for me, happiness, whenever I support the people in need, when the people say that now I become more happy. So
Hmm.
that gives me real happiness. So if you want to say, recently a girl from tribal community, she completed her graduation in the year of 2019. So since then she was not getting admission. Her father is no more. She's from Pondicherry. Her father is no more, and she was applying for the caste certificate, but the officials are denying to give the caste certificate for girl, because
Hmm.
in Pondicherry, the education for scheduled tribe as well as scheduled caste community people are entirely free for them. So the girl came me. Her name is Rekha. She came me. Sir, anyhow I want to get admission in B.Ed. If I'm not
Hmm.
getting admission, then my mother, she is a domestic worker. She will become unhappy with me. She is
Hmm.
continuously insisting me, if you want to study, you can study, or else you go and do the domestic work. You go and do some vessel cleaning in some of the houses, like that. Then I said that you don't worry. This year you will be attending the college. Don't worry for that. She don't believe that she will getting the admission, because she was making several attempts to get the certificates and
Hmm.
whatever thing, but she was rejected by the officials. At last we have took that initiative. Then she got the certificate, and I told that the way you have attempted to get that certificate is not the bad way, that is the right way. The
Hmm.
same way again we will make the attempt. And I was just standing behind that girl, and I was just getting the appointment with the Tahsildar, with the sub collector, and just standing outside of the office. And I'm saying that, you know, you go inside the office, you just meet the collector, you just say that I want to get admission in the college, I want to study this year. I just gave the hope to the girl. Then
Yeah.
she went there and she requested the Tahsildar, the revenue inspector. At last, she won. She got the certificate. She got the admission also. Now she's doing her B.Ed from the Pondicherry Government Teacher Training College.
Okay.
So now the entire community is becoming happy, and they're also saying that, oh, we can also go like that. So
Hmm.
this is the way. So this type of incidents really makes us happy. So uh, really, it gives us much more happy, and it gives us motivation also. That is the real motivation for us.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So, sir, like, what do you think is the difference between you as a youth leader and a normal individual?
And a normal.
Individual, like a normal person.
So I never think certain difference like that. I am
Okay.
one among the individual. That's all. Right.
Okay,
I have
sir.
never think like that. But we have some values, as I have told you earlier. Right.
Yeah.
We have some
Yeah.
values.
Yes, sir.
Right? So we are stick to that values. That's all.
Mm.
But apart from that, we are common with all the people. There is no
Yes.
certain difference. There is no certain that we are this, that, and we are not, not like that. We
Yes.
are as common as the people in large in the society.
Mm.
There is no certain different thing, right?
Yes.
The thing is, we are minimizing our wants. That's all, our
Yeah.
needs, right? If somebody
Or
purchasing the shirt for 1,000 rupees, we don't purchase the shirt. Instead, we will get some from our friends that I need a shirt. If you have any old one, you can give me.
yes.
Then we use that. If you have any computer, please support us. We want to have we. I need a system for my use. So there are many unused items with the people for having excessive product with
Yes.
them.
Yes.
So we used to get from them, and we used to live in that. Yeah.
So, sir, apart from all the social work that you do, so what are your hobbies and like what do you like doing in your free time?
In my free time, I used to travel. I used to travel to new places. I used to meet new people. Apart from that, uh, I used to make new friends because we are expecting for a social change. So for the social change, it cannot be possible from a single person. It needs more and more people, good people from various fields, not only from the activism, from various fields, from business field, from academicians, from doctors, from engineers, from rickshawalas,
Mm.
yes, from slum dwellers, from children, from youth, from students, from even from politicians also need more and more friends. So we will be just keeping eye on social medias and contacts and articles and books and newspapers, whatever the thing we see differently. Oh, this thing should be. We have to meet that particular person. We have to connect with them. We have to involve them. Likewise, so wherever we see that this a man or a boy or a girl, whoever is at least doing certain a small thing, uh,
Mm.
we will try to connect with them. In my
Mm.
leisure time, I used to do this too, traveling as well as
Yeah.
connecting and meeting with new people.
Yes. Sir. Okay, sir, for the last question, like, do you have any suggestions for the new generation?
Suggestion is simple. Uh, we are having our own responsibility that to save the nature. Saving the nature does not mean only the water, the trees, the land, or the jungles. I mean, not only that. Saving the nature includes the fellow human being also,
Yeah.
and even for the cat and the dog and the cow and whatever the thing is, it is our duty that not a single living being in this world should be disturbed or tortured by us.
Yes. Sir.
And each and every living being should feel secure and happy with us. For that, it's not mandatory for being a social activist, not mandatory for being
Yeah.
a leader, or
Mm.
not. If I'm having a mankind within me, so it's my duty, it's my responsibility. If I feel that, I should do that. I should not wait for any opportunity. There are
Yes.
people
Sir.
like that. So many of our friends who are lawyer, apart from that advocacy, they are doing the activism. There are
Yes.
many friends who are business startups. They are having their business startups in Chennai. They are doing social activism once in a week, at least 1 hour in a day.
Mm.
So 24 hours. There is a senior Gandhian who passed away recently in the year of 94 years. His name is Hasan Subbarao. We used to call him as Bhaiji. He passed away in Rajasthan. He's basically from Karnataka. He passed away in Rajasthan. He is a freedom fighter also. He used to say that among 24 hours, 22 hours you take for yourself.
Mm.
You can work, you can go, you can enjoy whatever the thing you want to do. 1 hour for the nation and 1 hour for yourself. You have to allocate 1 hour to build our inner soul, to build our fitness physically, to build our confidence. तो in Hindi he used to say that एक घंटा देश के लिए, एक घंटा देह के लिए. So 1 hour for the nation, 1 hour for ourselves should be
Yes.
given. So that is enough. We don't need any such type of what to say, a big devotee or big sacrificer. You want to give just 2 hours in a day that can make a great change in this world. Okay.
Yes, sir. So thank you so much, sir.
Thank you
That's
so
all.
much.
That's all for the questions, and thank you so much for coming, sir. It was a great
Thank you.
honor to interview you. And we have a token of appreciation from DORAI Foundation, which we want to show you. Raghuveer, could you share your screen?
Yes, on it, on it. So this is the token of appreciation, or token of, you can consider it as token of love from our side. You
Thank you
have
so
provided
much.
your precious time for us, so this is a small token of appreciation from our side.
Uh, Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, sir. Thank you so much for
Thank you
your
so
time.
much, sir.
Convey my wishes to Sumitra madam also. Okay.
Yes,
Definitely,
sir.
sir.
Sure, we
Definitely.
will, sir.
Sure, sure.
Sir, with your permission, can I take the snapshot of this?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Yes, sir.
Take this.
Sir, count of 3 to 1.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Yes, sir. Done.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much, sir.
Wishes for your further career as well as in your future life. Hmm?
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
Bye.
so much, sir.
Bye.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
sir.
Bye.
Yes.
Bye, sir.